Content for writing. Writing leads to more thinking. More thinking leads to more speaking. I am not going to check your answers. My ultimate aim is to make you engaged in a conversation. That's all. This is not a test. Those who are willing, they can tell the class the fate of this village after 10 years. Another 2 or 3 minutes, please. Hurry up. Please, let your points be framed somewhere around like this. Somewhere around like this. Plus more. Quite a few more things will be there, you can add. But let them be framed. Okay? Would some of you, yes? Would some of you would like to read it out for the rest? Come on, be quick. Volunteers, come on. Just speak out. No need of reading. Come on, please do, come on.
So as is high risk to diseases ज़्यादा होंगे, they will be not work. They will not work, and food production also stop. And second is thing, unhealthy minds are not working, get educations. They will not progress. In our generation. When people will not produce just like in farms and vegetables, they will not provide in industry, so business will also stop.
Thank you. Can some of you put the same, your points? Now we are in 2032. Now we are in that village. Now it is 2032. Okay. Now just describe what the village is. Both of them told it would be about future. Now we are in 2032. Now all of us are visiting that village. Just some of you please describe the village as it is now. Come on. Some of you please come on. Content is the same. I am shifting to language. Now we are in that village. Now it is 2032. Just look around that village and describe that village. Both physically and internally too. Come on. Just 1 or 2 sentences. Come on. Come on. Please listen. Yeah.
The factory which is situated in the village will affect which is situated in the village, maybe increase the employment in the village.
Now we are in that village. We are describing that village.
People are facing many health issues because of the dirty water.
Okay. Thank you. What type of diseases will be predominating among the villages? Mainly.
Diarrhea.
Could be. Most probably could be skin diseases. Okay, perhaps. Even say internal problems also. Okay. Now that part is over. We are moving to the next stage. In 2032, quite a few young people, men and women, educated people, they started realizing about the dangers of this one. Okay? About the dangers of this one. Because they have been living all their school years. 2022, today they were at school. Now they are a little aware of the problems. And they started agitating. And they started revolting. They started writing complaints to authorities. And the whole village is now, supporting, except a few people who are dependent on that factory, etc. Okay. Now it's going to be a movement by people. The factory grew much larger in 10 years. The only thing that prospered is the factory. All others were going down and down. Some of them are not there. This poor man must be out now in 10 years. This boy may not be smiling now. Now he's all smiles, but this, right? He won't be smiling. He's a young man. Anyway, the factory prospered, grew, flourished. And people are all against that one because other things they can take care of. Main, it is a factory. Now the factory owner set up a temple in the village, spending 1 crore, a small mosque and a small church together cost around 50 lakh, and started offering free dinner for the villagers on all the auspicious days. For Christmas in the church, say for Ramzan at the mosque, and say for Shivaratri and say Krishnashtami in the temple, etc. Right? A 1 crore temple and a 50 lakh together, because the population is less Christian and Muslims. Now, describe the situation. Now, describe the situation in the village. Now, there is no concrete. This picture will not allow you to do anything. You cannot say anything, and there is no disease. It is all abstraction. You are going to higher level of writing. Just imagine what is happening in the village now.
Provides free food to the
On Janmashtami and say Shivaratri and all.
people are not try to oppose the factory. They just involved in this in habits, and they not oppose the factory to not do this type of unnecessary activities.
Okay.
Because of free
Yeah.
food.
Will the whole village be, say, supporting the owner of the factory, or say, will half of them be opposing, or say, what happened to the agitation? What happened to the few young men and women who were agitating against the factory and the pollution? Just imagine.
So some educated people try to aware the other villagers,
Okay.
but because of free food, they are not involved in that awareness, and they just go with the flow, and they did not oppose the factory manager
Yeah.
to do this.
Knowing very well the dangers of this and the consequence of all those things, poverty drives half of the village to support the factory manager. Come on. Knowing aware of the consequences of the pollution, but driven by poverty, maybe half of the villagers support the factory owner. This is India. This is Madhya Pradesh. This is our village. This is our fate. This is our fate. Money can buy your child's life. Okay. I am the factory manager. I have crores with me. I can buy your children's life with these currency notes. And Gandhiji's name, Gandhiji's photograph, picture is on there. This is India. Yes? This is the true picture of India. Many other factors also will be involved, politics and all will be there. But the crores in my pocket can buy any chief minister. Okay? All chief ministers in India can be bought with the Gandhi notes. And Gandhi will be smiling, ever smiling. He said, India lives in her villages. India lives in her villages. And this is the fate of the current Madhya Pradesh village, Gujarat village, Kerala village, any village in India. Okay, now 3 levels of writing I told you with this one. In class 6 or 8 or even in class 2 I may be using the same picture. In class 2 or say 3, after teaching a little present continuous tense, the good old village teacher asked the children to write a few sentences. A woman is washing clothes, a boy is drinking water, is washing, are doing, etc. From that level, the same reality leads to another level of language. Reality remains the same, level of language changes. In class 11, they went a little higher order, thinking of the consequences. At your level, you still went up a still higher, and the last task I told you leads to open-ended writing. This can be a newspaper feature, a newspaper report. A newspaper report is facts. A feature is what you wrote, and it could be leading to a novel, creative writing, a short story, a poem. How to kill a tree. How to kill a tree is the title of a great Indian English poem. There the poet tells us what you should do to attack your enemy, what type of heavy weapons you need, how sharp your axe should be, how strong you should be, and how you should be first cutting the branches and then fight, as if a military commander is advising the soldiers how to attack a very strong enemy. On reading that poem, by the end, we realize that we are killing our enemies, trees. It's a sarcastic poem. It's a sarcastic poem, negatively telling us. The title itself is How to Kill a Tree. When you read it, the title you read is How to Kill a Tree. But the message you get is how to protect a tree. Did you get my point? I'll get the poem for you tomorrow. Just to read it. The title and the entire poem is how to cut it, how to ruin it, how to destroy it. But in the end, the message we get is just the opposite. How to protect a humble tree. Levels of writing. So, you will have to write factual things to your boss sitting in the cabin. Okay? You have to write the possible things if this project is implemented. If this project is implemented, how the company is going to prosper, how the company is going to make a little more money, how the company is going to get more popularity, etc. That's why I told you after 10 years. You have to write different types of writings. Number one, sir, at present we have 32 staff members and 4 hired housekeeping staff. I know because of the pandemic, our small organization is facing financial crunch. And in your mail of last week, you have asked for suggestions to cut down expenditure. My 2 suggestions are listed below. Number 1. At present, we have in the account session 3 people maintaining the salary and other things in the HR session. One person can be transferred to the purchase and marketing session, and of the 2, one person is rather senior and old, but the other is a young girl. That young girl must be given more training in computer applications. She must be sent for a 3-month course to a reputed computer application firm so that the workload shared by 3 people can be done by 2 persons. The senior person cannot be taught computer application at this stage. He will take care of the final things with his experience. So this is the way you make suggestions on the present system. Factual writing. Factual writing. A 56-year-old man, how he is going to supervise the accounts and finance. The 22-year-old girl who has basic computer application knowledge, but she should be given the other person. Other type of writing is you submit a project. Immediately the query will be, after 10 years, what would be the output? What would be the output? A higher level writing. So, speaking informally, formally, at the base, with crucial words. Writing facts, writing possibilities and potentials, writing just the opposite what you meant, how to kill a tree. How to kill a tree. We do it. In Hindi we do it. You must be able to transfer it into English as well. I'll tell you, just imagine, the same my 2-year-old grandson. In the evening when I reach home after my work, what I see is that he has that long Colgate toothpaste tube with him, and the whole toothpaste is smeared on his face and on chest and on his t-shirt and everything. And he is comfortably standing there to welcome me. What is the response from me? Great, wonderful. Great, wonderful. He is completely covered in the toothpaste. As an old man, I am a little pained. 120 rupees. That is totally gone. Can I re-enter all the toothpaste into the tube? Is it possible? No, it is almost gone because he is very happy. Still he is squeezing the last bit out of it. On the one side, I have the pain of already lost 120 rupees. Is there any point in getting angry with the fellow? Because he is waiting for me to welcome and enjoy the sight. What were the words I used? Great, wonderful. Do they really mean great and wonderful?
No, sir.
Do they really mean great and wonderful, or just the opposite?
Yes.
Just the opposite. So in our language we use just the opposite words. In English also we will have to use like that. Many layers of language. Many layers of language. Okay, now let us move to the next part. The first one has a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips. 7 strips of pictures. Mr. Wilson is a British farmer. Please listen. Please listen. Mr. Wilson is a British farmer. Yes? He has a farm. He has a small farm. The farm is a little away from his home. In between his home and farm, there is a small river. The river is small but deep. The river is small but deep. Every day he crosses the river on a small canoe, a small boat. A small canoe or a small boat, you can say, a boat. Yeah, boat. By the way, in English, just a digression. A boat, a goat, whereas this is goat, goat, soap, oh, oh, oh. Slowly and gradually try to change. Otherwise, this and this may sound alike. This is something the workers, the employees get at Diwali. At Diwali, the management gives some bonus or some additional gifts apart from sweets, maybe a dress or something in addition to the regular salary given to the workers. That is SOP. Whereas this is the one which we handle daily. Oh, goat. I got a goat as a gift. A farmer. Okay. I got a goat as a gift from my farmer friend. Just think of it. Most of the OA words are to be pronounced as O. A rod in the middle of an iron rod in the middle of the road. Try to change. See, the thing is that, just imagine again, just imagine after 15 years, your 6-year-old comes back from school. After 15 years, your own child, the 6-year-old comes back from school and she reads it as road, R-O-D, road, and R-O-A-D, road, both, because the teacher was not aware of it. But shouldn't you, as an educated person, correct your child? Arey Baba, it's okay, but the child won't allow you. No. Miss told me road, R-O-A-D, road, R-O-A-D, road. No child will allow you to supersede her teacher. Miss is the final authority in English, Hindi, whatever. But still you can mildly correct. Okay, Arey Baba, is it R-O-D, road, R-O-A-D, road, G-O-T, goat. G-O-A-T, that fellow with the goat. At least for the next generation, try to mildly change. That's all. I don't ask you to immediately change. 0 also can wait. But village and IPS college should not wait. Village, college, mileage, this evening itself. 0 can wait. Boat, goat and boat. Come on, Ma. Ma, finish. Thank you. Yes. So, come on. This Mr. Wilson, the British farmer, has a small farm and there is a small river, but a deep one in between his home. By the way, what's the difference between home and house?
The house is just.
See, that's why yesterday I told you, I have things for 800 days, but Shalini ma'am has given me only 8 days. What to do? Okay. So what is the difference between home and house?
The house is just a building and
See?
home where the
See?
family live.
These two words we have been using daily how many times? But just imagine after 15 years, that girl of your own asks, Dad or Mom, what's the difference between house and home? In some place it is home, in some place it is house. Are they the same? The teacher said, they are the same. But should you encourage that the same? No. N-O, no. K-N-O-W, no. N-O, no. K-N-O-W, no. For your children in future. Then, what's the difference? When I reached home rather late, I saw someone behind the house. That's all. When I reached home late, I saw someone behind the house. That's the difference. So what is home and house? House is the structure. Bricks and cement and wood and tiles and all those things. When does that house become a home? When your mother is there, love is there. When your father is there, safety is there. When your brothers and sisters are there, love and care is there. When tasty food is there, slowly and gradually the house turns to be home. Safety, love, taste, security, all these put together, a house turns to be a home. That's all. This difference is there. Okay, so I talked about pronunciation, I talked about the meaning of simple words, etc. In between his home and farm, there is a small river but a deep river. But every day he used to cross the river to the farm and back. This morning, as usual, he went to the farm. He had two pets with him. Number one, a goat. Okay, that you can understand. A farmer can have a goat. But please don't ask me how he got another pet, a wolf. Anyway, he carried that fellow too. On the way in the evening, now it is evening, in the afternoon, in the afternoon, now he is coming back with a third thing with him, a large cabbage. C-A-B-B-A-G-E, cabbage. Village, mileage, cabbage, college. Okay? He had a large cabbage. So three things. With these three things, he is standing on the other shore of the river. To come back. Other shore is okay, English, but there is a better English. What's the better English of the other shore of the river? We are on this side. Mr. Wilson is standing there. Is it other shore? It is other shore. But in English there is a particular small word for it. On the far shore. Okay? Mr. Wilson is standing on the far shore of the river, confused. Three things to carry: a wolf, a goat, a cabbage. The boat is so small that he can carry only one thing at a time. That's the problem. So the crucial problem is the boat is so small that he can carry only one thing at a time. Please help Mr. Wilson. Discuss. Work together, and here Mr. Wilson is standing here, highly confused. Come on. You have to address me, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. First, you rearrange in the right order. Working together, all working together. Rearrange by if D is the first one, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Resequence. First you put like this, A, B, C, D. It is there, but I think it has faded. First you write it there at the corner, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then write the number. Be very quick. Work together. Think critically. Let the class be noisy. I would like to hear your voice, and I came all the way from Kerala to hear your voice, to see you. My question is, My question is, to find out the first stage, first strip, how much time did you spend? To find out the first strip, that is the first stage. Okay? How much time did you spend? Did you go through every strip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or is there a shortcut to identify the first strip? That is the first question in critical thinking. There is. Without going into the details of all the 7, there is a very shortcut, really shortcut to identify the first stage. What is it? The far side should be empty. The far side of the river should be empty, no vacant, nothing. Which one is that one? D. So you save time through critical thinking, right? There is no need of going through all the 7 because stage 1 is Mr. Wilson and all the 3 things to be carried. The far side must be empty. That is D. So begin with D. Number 1. To arrive at this conclusion, you need not be a graduate, you need not come to a college, you need not go to school. Even an illiterate shepherd can do it. So, critical thinking along with studies. Okay, once that is done, number D, because 2 things are on this side, the wolf and the cabbage. The wolf won't eat the cabbage. Both are safe. And luckily, Mr. Wilson is taking care of the goat to the far side. Yes, number 1. Come on, somebody, please advise Mr. Wilson. Yes, Mr. Wilson is standing here highly confused. Come on, Mr. Wilson, address me. Come on, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. You just advised me, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. Yesterday I told you the list of powerful words in English. That's it. Yeah, Mr. Wilson. Yeah. Please. Yeah.
Please, if you take away the
No, just to give instruction. I'm a poor farmer. Just to give instruction. Yeah, Mr. Wilson.
if you take away the board with you,
Please take the goat to the far side. Please take the goat to the far side. I am focusing only on the verb. Fine, right. I immediately followed. Because you are educated people. I am a very illiterate farmer, and as you advised. And then, come on, number 2. Next one, please. Hurry up. Mr. Wilson. Yeah, which one? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just a second. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Next one, please. F. Okay. Come on. Then you come back. Then you come back. Or then you return. Return back. No. In return itself, back is there. So if you say return back means return back. Mr. Wilson, you return alone, or Mr. Wilson, you come back alone. Okay, right. That also is over. That is F is number 2. Yes, please. Now, Mr. Wilson, yeah. Which one, please? G. Okay. Now, Mr. Wilson, come on. You take any other word, please. Take is already there. That's why I wrote it there. Carry. You carry the cabbage. You carry the cabbage to the other side or to the far side. Yes. That means 1, 2. Which one? F. No? G. Number 3. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Next is B. B. Okay. Tell me.
Then you return with, along with
Yeah.
the goat.
You leave the cabbage there and bring back or take back the goat. Okay. You leave the cabbage there and take back, bring back. Okay. Bring back the goat to the side. Next one, please. A. Come on. Mr. Wilson. Yeah, come on. Instruct, please. Critical thinking and language use. Come on. Mr. Wilson is standing here in a hurry. Yeah, please. Please take the wolf. Okay. Okay. Please take. Take is there.
Sir, bring. Bring, sir. Bring.
Please go and bring a cup of tea. Bringing is the other direction. Take, okay. Carry. Anyway, I'll write as either take or carry. Okay. The wolf to the far side. Yes. Next one. Which one? A. A is number 5. Okay. A means please take the wolf to the far side. Then C means leave the wolf and cabbage there. Leave the wolf and cabbage there and come back alone. Am I right? Please leave the wolf and cabbage there. Wolf won't eat the cabbage. Cabbage is safe. And please come back alone. That is number C. C is number 6. And of course, then finally, which one? E. A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. Finally, take the wolf too. Right. Wilson is relieved. His problem is relieved. But my IPS students are not relieved. For Wilson, the problem is over. But for my IPS students, the problem is not over. The reason is that they have used the same verb repeatedly. That reading makes a little monotonous. Take, carry, take, carry, take. No, we don't speak like that. In Hindi or English or in any other language, we keep on changing words. Repetition brings rather monotony. One crucial word is there to replace. Let there be take and carry. Okay, but one more word is there which is more suitable to the context. What is that word? Mr. Wilson, carry. Mr. Wilson, take. Mr. Wilson, there is a more suitable word that suits this context. What is it?
Go with the flow.
Sorry?
Go with the flow.
No?
No.
And, approximately, but consider the water, the river. There is a particular word in English. You know the word. I can carry this thing to, say, HOD's room. I can take this thing to the canteen. But in between there is water. The action is the same thing. The work I am doing is the same thing. I am carrying or I am taking. But in between there is the water. That too is deep. There is a word related to that one. At the graduate level, you must be using that one. Otherwise, we will be doing these things as in class 6. A boy is drinking the dirty water, a woman is washing the clothes, a man is bathing the bullock. Facts. But at this level, you must be using another take word, another carry word in the context of water. What is that word? Come on. Shipment is for larger water base. No, a verb we need, an action word. Okay, it begins with the sound, I won't say letter because language is always spoken. Okay, it begins with the sound f, like a fool, fish, etc. The verb begins with f or letter F in writing.
Float.
No, I cannot float. It is related to rivers, water. It is. Now, Mr. Wilson, you ferry the goat across the river. You ferry the wolf across the river. You ferry the cabbage across the river. Ferry is a carry word related to water. Ferry. They ferried across the river. That's why I told you levels of language. Carry is right. Take also is correct. But when we repeat carry and take and carry, there is some monotony, and this particular word ferry, okay, the examiner at your preliminary IAS exam notices it. I told you earlier the preliminary long essay writing. This particular word the examiner notices. This candidate has better English. Take is correct, absolutely. Carry is correct, absolutely. But ferry is carrying in the context of water. You get 1 score ahead. This is how language works, right? At the basics, like that. Yes. Next one is, in between, we have to use the linking words, then, after, next, like that. Okay? Mr. Wilson, first you carry, which one? Mr. Wilson, first you, okay. Then you come back. After that next you, then you, finally, Mr. Wilson, finally you take the wolf too. Finally, Mr. Wilson, first, second, then, next, then, finally. With these words, 7 independent sentences together become a normal discourse. This is the real way we speak Hindi, we speak any language.